Alright friends, off we are. Range day. Well, we're gonna get a couple of videos and reviews in for you for a few different 9mm and a couple of my P57 Magnums. Okay, so this one also, again, I would say around 4.6 inch barrel. It might be closer to 5, but I don't think so. Again, sorry for not knowing the full specs. I forgot to check all that kind of stuff. I knew it when I bought it, but I don't remember. So this one's also got a good size trigger guard. Now this one's got similar to the Glock. It's got the little thing inside that you press for safety so you can't fire, right? And on this one, the reset's a bit smoother. It's a little more rougher on the Smith & Wesson, but the take up feels a little bit like I'm feeling a rub or something, right? So it's not as smooth. But the way it kind of resets and you can get ready for the next shot is kind of, I say, a tad nicer than the Smith & Wesson. It does have more aggressive, this little checkering pattern down here, which, yeah, you know, at the risk of sounding like a pussy, when I shoot this gun, I can't shoot a lot of rounds because without gloves, these, well, it's not so much the side, it's the back one is more aggressive. Right, and it really like starts to poke in on you here, right? So you feel it, you know what I mean? Again, it's not that it hurts and or I'm gonna cry or nothing like that, but it's just a little annoying, right? It's not as comfortable. So that's a little downfall for me. I don't like the back checkering in there. It's a little aggressive, but the size of the grip and everything in my trigger reach is pretty good. Oh, it does have the extension for threading, I guess, a silencer on it. All right, so let's see how she shoots. Well, I'm missing on this one. All right. Right, I missed both of them. It seems on this one I got to aim so the trigger, I mean the front and rear sight, are covering more of the actual target. So I think I got to aim on the higher side with the full cover. Now this one, I didn't point out earlier, it does have a really high front sight within a high rear. So I shot better with this already. Again, I'm a little out of practice. That's my excuse, but it's true. So I'll get another mag in here and let's see if I can get used to this. And I'm still having the blurriness, so I'm making an appointment with my optometrist. For my current glasses, I actually brought a toy gun with me so I can hold it at aiming position so he can, my optometrist can kind of do the, you know, progressive thing going on, so it can help me to shoot, to see my sights and see out to infinity, but right now I'm all blurry. Three, 4, 3. Come on, let's get that one. There we go. So like I was more than 50%. So getting a little better. So yeah, I got to kind of aim right on. Maybe actually not as high as I thought. I got to see a little bit of the top of the plate with these sights, and I got to just slow down, right? I'm not staying steady right over the target. I can tell that I'm kind of swaying back and forth and still pulling the trigger. So back to getting into practice, into motion. But like I said, you can probably see even you can already see the marks that the back of the strap, or the back strap, is leaving on my hand, right? Again, to make the point about it's a little uncomfortable to shoot this one, but it does shoot well. It does have a consistent trigger. A little, I think the trigger pull is slightly heavier on this than it is on a Smith & Wesson. Okay, let's try the bigger dong down there. We'll have some fun with that. I got most of them, but again, I'm not slowing down and going careful, but having fun. So quick summary, it's got a tiny bit heavier trigger pull feel. It's not as smooth as it can be, but it is factory, but I think a little smoother could be done. Recoil is pretty good too, and it also kind of lines up and falls back in place relatively well for next shot. The reset is not bad. Just the check ring again. You can see the check ring on my hand a little bit, like, so it is annoying to feel that, but it's a nice gun. I do like it. I think I just like shooting a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 a little better. And regarding this little thing, I think this is probably more for the, I mean, it's not for your finger. I don't think it's designed because this one's got ambidextrous for the slide lock. So it's probably for that, but it does double luckily for being able to get, as you're loading, I mentioned before, to get that first round loaded. So it's kind of just a bonus feature that ends up that way. So here it is, the CZ P10C. Overall, I do like it. I'm glad I bought it. It's a nice gun. I'm just thinking about either wearing my gloves, which I have here with me, or changing out this back strap to something smoother.